So you're watching this video because you're trying to decide whether or not to get a ring sling, and maybe you have no idea how to use it. Today I'm going to walk you through everything that I love about my Hope and Plum ring sling, along with some uses. I've actually been surprised at how many different ways I can use this thing. And lastly, I'm going to be sharing with you exactly how to use the ring sling. At first, I was a little frustrated because I felt like I wasn't getting my daughter's weight distributed right. So today I'm going to also share with you how to properly put on the ring sling and then put your baby in it as well. Hey y'all, my name is Alexis. I am a new mama to Miss Emmy K, and I am on a mission to help moms like you enjoy motherhood and to be the mom God has called you to be. So in today's video, we are going to break down this thing. So first, let's talk about the ring sling I have here. So I have the Hope and Plum ring sling. It is natural linen. This is hemp. I absolutely love this. I thought I was going to love it, but as soon as I got this in the mail, I fell in love with it. My daughter is about 9 months. So prior to this, I was using the Solly Baby Wrap, and I really liked it. It was great, especially when she was a newborn, but as she's been getting older, she's getting so much heavier, and I just felt like her head was in the way. She was just very heavy in general. Like walking around with her in the house was not easy. It was really hurting my back and my shoulders. So this has changed everything for me. I feel like I can get a lot more done, which is really important as a mom. So the first thing that I love about this specific ring sling is the material. It is super soft and it's very sturdy. That was something I was concerned about, because if you use the Solly Baby Wrap, you know that the material it's a stretchy wrap. So it's stretchy, and it almost feels like when they start getting heavier, like the weight is all on you. It's no longer like in the wrap. And this is because you can see there's no stretch to it. It just feels sturdy, and it just feels really good. Not to mention that it's super soft. So that would be my next thing, is that the fabric is soft and breathable. When you're carrying baby, obviously you're walking around, so you're getting hot, and then baby's getting hot. And so I felt like my daughter, when I was using a different wrap, I think it was the Cuddle Duds wrap. It's nice for winter and maybe if you're walking outside, but when I'm doing stuff in the house, I mean, I get hot, she gets hot, she's sweating. I've walked so many times in the store with this. I've loved it. So anyway, that is a huge pro, and if you haven't had a ring sling before or any kind of sling, you wouldn't know that. So after using several different kinds, I would definitely recommend something that is a natural linen because it's breathable. So the next thing that I love about Hope and Plum's ring slings is their colors. So they're very natural. Their patterns are really simple. And for me, that's important because I do like things to match. So I like my outfit to match with my ring sling. And so I chose the natural hemp because I just felt like it would go with everything, but they have so many cute patterns. And again, they are, I feel like, very neutral, so they can go with pretty much everything. I was contemplating on they had this cute striped one, but I didn't end up getting that one just because I wanted something that could go with absolutely anything. The next thing that's unique about Hope and Plum is they have 3 different sizes. I have the mid-length, so it's a little bit longer. It's gonna come down to about like my knee area. They have one that also goes to the floor, and then one that's shorter. I chose this one because I felt like it could grow with me as she gets older. Maybe I need more slack. I also have found, for the many different uses that I will explain in a little while, this has just given me the most options. I can use it for so many different things. So I think that's important when thinking about, what size you're going to get. They have an awesome sizing chart, and it walks you right through it. So make sure you take a look at that when you are purchasing. The other thing I love about ring slings is that the weight distribution as they get older is so much better. I know people who have used this for newborns. For me, I think looking back, I did not use this for her because I didn't have one, but if I had, I still would have preferred the Solly wrap. It just feels really close and cuddly. But this here, like once they start getting older and they have really good head control, this makes weight distribution a game changer because, and I'll show you how to set it up, but when it's on your shoulder is getting a bulk of the weight, and then they're over here. And so it's the weight distribution is awesome. So that is one thing to consider if you're gonna get a ring sling. I was actually really surprised at how easy it was to learn how to put on a ring sling. At first, I was kind of intimidated because I felt like when I first put it on, like the rings weren't like moving and sliding properly. And I was like, oh crap, this isn't gonna work. I don't know how many use this and do this. But after just a few tries, I felt super confident using it. And I did not feel that way at first with the Solly Wrap. I felt like it took, I would say, several weeks of wearing for me to feel like I knew how to wrap properly. So this is going to be not a hard learning curve. It's going to be super easy, and that's probably something that I enjoy most about the ring sling. The last thing that I feel like is a game changer, why I will use a ring sling from here on out, since she is older, is it's super easy to put on. So you can have it pre-done, pre-ready, put it on and slip baby in and you're done. It's not like this whole like, let me wrap them. Like if she's fussy and crying and needs to be held and I need to be doing other things, this is a quick put on. Again, if you are going into the store, you can quick put it on when you get into the parking lot, and it's not like you have to go wrapping yourself or wrapping yourself at home, wearing it there, the whole thing. So for that reason, I also absolutely will recommend the ring sling to all of my friends. So I have found 4 uses for the ring sling. So the first is obviously carrying baby. The second is nursing. So you can actually nurse baby in the ring sling, like actually in it, or you can use it as a nursing cover, which I have done so many times. It's come in handy because maybe I'm out at the store and then I have to sit down and nurse her, and it's easy. You just take it off and, you know, kind of put it over you, and it has so much fabric that it just feels like it's really covering you. So I love that about it. The next thing that I've used it for is going over the car seat. So I'll put it over my daughter's car seat. We've had like road trips where the sun is blaring in at her face, and it filters the sun enough where it's not like pitch black in there, but it's like dark enough. And so for not having to bring like multiple different things on a trip, this was awesome. The last thing that I've used it for is actually a blanket. So it's, like I said, a breathable material. So let's say it's like 70s, 80s out, and you just want to like keep your baby bundled because they want to go to sleep. Maybe they are really little and you just feel like that you want a little blanket on them. This is perfect. So I feel like it has so many uses, and I love that about items. Like I like items that I can use for so many different things. Things that are versatile are definitely a staple in my home. Now I'm going to show you how to use the ring sling. So the very first thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that your fabric is all completely flat, because I've already done this twice just now and I've already messed it up. Okay, so now you're going to take your end tail and you're going to put it through both of the rings, just like that. And you want to keep it flat. Then what you're going to do is you have this first ring and the second ring. I like to put my fingers through, take the tail and loop it over the first one and under the second, like that. So now it should look like that. To make sure it doesn't have any loops, I'm going to do what I should have done before and just kind of make sure that it's all flat. Now I'm going to show you how to put on the ring sling. So you're going to take, there's this tag here that Hope and Plum has, and you're going to put that on the shoulder opposite to where you're carrying your baby. So for me, I'm right-handed. So I like to have my dominant hand out. This way, if I'm doing dishes or laundry or vacuuming or whatever, I can have my dominant hand out. So I'm gonna put that up on here, and then I'm going to take this here. So what I'm doing is I'm going in between these 2 rings, and that's where I'm getting the fabric from. So I'm gonna pull that out, so there's a bit of slack there, and I'm going to find the ends. So here's the first end, and I want to flatten that. Then I'm going to walk it with my fingers. This is the key to having a good ring sling. So you're going to go ahead, you've got this, you have one end here, one end here. That's really the most important parts, that those are flat. Then you're going to pull back through, like that. Okay, now what this is going to do is give you the ability to adjust the ring sling once baby is in it. This top panel up here is going to adjust the top panel, and this bottom one down here is going to adjust your bottom panel. So I'm going to go ahead and fan all this out just like this. Bring that up onto my shoulder pretty good. All right, now you're going to take your arm and put it into the ring sling. Your goal here is kind of to have like a bat wing. You're making a seat for your baby. This is where your baby's booty is gonna go, so you want to make sure that this is pretty tight. I'm going to tighten this a little bit so that way when she goes in, it's not loosey-goosey. You don't want this super loose or this super loose either, because when you're putting baby in, you don't want them, you know, possibly to fall out or whatever. So once you've done that, let me go back and mention that this inside is going to adjust the inside here. So let's say I did want to make this a little bit tighter, I would just pull on that inside stuff. So now that that is all adjusted, I need my baby. My husband's gonna bring my baby over. You ready, Emmy? All right, so now what you're going to do, make sure that this ring is pretty high up on your shoulder. I found that the higher up it is, the better, because it's going to slide down once she gets in it. So I'm going to take her and I'm gonna put her over my shoulder like this. Take her little feet and put them through. She's gonna cooperate with her little feet. No, you don't want to put your feet in? Can I have your feet, please? You silly. Okay, so now to put her onto my hip, I have my hand under here. I'm gonna kind of push her booty over here. Take the fabric here, put it over her booty. Take the bottom, you have this bottom panel here. You want those to go underneath her little knees. Now, if you leave her like this, it's kind of loosey-goosey. Like, look, she's like, hi, Mom, help. So we're gonna go ahead and tighten. So I'm gonna take this top panel here. I want this to be like right around her armpit area. And then what I'm gonna do is pull under here. So that way it's up under her booty. You're gonna kind of tip her like this to get her a nice deep seat if she doesn't arch her back. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pull this top one here. So again, this one's going to adjust the top like that. We don't have much more to pull, do we? No. Okay, so pull that and then pull the bottom like that. And now that is going to keep her nice and snug and close to me. Alrighty, y'all, that is going to wrap up this video. If you have any questions, make sure you comment those below. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, yeah, hit that subscribe button. Alrighty, y'all, I'll see you next week.